Hey everybody, what is going on? This is Orby3NWO bringing you another Call of Duty gameplay. I think this one is like a 55-8. Dom on Nuketown did pretty good, so I thought it would be a good video to put up. But anyways, what we're going to talk about today is kind of a serious topic. It's a very serious topic, and I got a message for my advice with Orby videos, but this one, it was a two-parter. It was long. There's a lot to it, so it kind of required its own deal, and I wanted to separate it even in itself. It was a guy who was a little worried about his brother, who had cut before. He had cut his wrists, and this is really important and really, I mean, it's a life, it's a life that we're talking about there. So before you do anything, when we're talking about suicide, if you have a friend, if you yourself, anyone around this situation, if you're worried about it, if you think it's going to happen, or if you're thinking about it yourself, at absolute very least, you need to talk to a suicide hotline. Even if you're not the person thinking about doing it, they can give you tips. They can give you a lot better advice. I'm just a guy, all right? These guys are qualified to talk to you about this, so they can give you the most help out of anything. Also, talk to as many people as you can. Talk to your parents. Even if you're older and live on your own, talk to your parents. Talk to anybody in a situation or in a position of authority. Cops, a good place to go is counselors if you happen to be at school. Most of you guys are younger, so usually you have a school counselor. If you don't have a school counselor, a school nurse. If you don't have a school nurse, the principal, teacher, anybody. They can all help a ton. So do that, okay? Don't try and fix everything on your own. That's, first of all, it's not possible. And second of all, it'll just end up working out badly, okay? So number one thing is get help. Whether it's for you or for someone else, just get help. And if it is you and you're thinking about, all this, you're not really, whatever, it's not so much about getting the help as it is just talk to somebody. Get out there and let somebody help you. And I know a lot of the times, trust me, I've never actually tried to do anything like that, but I've had thoughts before when I was younger and things were tough. I know how it gets. Okay, I've thought about stuff like that. So it always feels like there's no one to talk to, and I know sometimes talking to your parents can be really hard. So if that's too hard, talk to your friends. If that's too hard, there's always people that are going to listen. You may have that one. Everybody has that one teacher that they like a little more than the others. That would be an excellent person to just talk to. Just say, hey, I've been feeling kind of down. You don't have to mention anything else. Say, I've been feeling kind of down and worried about some things, stress. I don't feel, whatever it may be that's affecting you, just talk about it. Talk about it. If there's absolutely no one to talk to, like I said, there's always those suicide hotlines. Those people are incredibly nice. They're incredibly helpful. You can talk to them. If you can't do that, find some other way to get it out. Write about it, whatever it may be. I like to lift weights when I get stressed out and stuff like that. If you want to do that, do that. Paint, draw, anything, anything to get that, just to relax a little bit. But back to more what we're talking about is helping someone else that's in this situation. Once you've done that, if it's imminent, if you're worried, then, find some help. Okay. Now, if we're talking and, someone's at school's like, oh, I've been having, it's been such a tough time. I'm not thinking about suicide, but it's just, man, I've been so down. Or if you have the warning signs, like they're just really, really preoccupied with death. If, they're super quiet, kind of off to themselves, they seem hopeless. They seem like, just nothing is ever going to go right for them. They're always down. Then talk to them. You don't have to be afraid to talk to them and to bring the subject up. Just the worst case scenario, if it's somebody who's not actually, thinking about it at all, you just were really nice to somebody and cared about them, and you probably made their day a little better. So that's the worst thing that's going to happen. Best case, maybe you help somebody. You don't have to jump in and try and save that person. That's not your job. You just need to get in there and say, hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? You feeling good? I've been worried about you. That right there is more powerful than just about anything that can be done. Make sure that the person knows you care about them, because a lot of times Even when we're close to people, a brother, sister, family member, things like that, we go a long time without actually saying how we feel about that person. Oh, well, they know. Well, sometimes people don't, So make that point clear more than anything. Some things that you don't really want to do, you don't want to argue with them. Don't try and make them feel bad for, feeling this way, or make them feel like they're crazy or act shocked or anything like that. Let them talk, just let them get everything that they have out. You want to make sure that they feel comfortable. And the biggest thing, or one of the big things, don't let them swear you to secrecy. Okay? Don't. Or, if they're going to say, oh, I'm not going to talk to you unless you promise not to tell anyone, then fine, agree to it and then go tell everybody. This is the one case where that does not apply. Okay? This is someone's life. So don't feel like that matters at all. If they get mad at you afterwards for telling someone, oh well, you did the right thing. I promise you. Promise. Also, if you're in a situation where you think that it is imminent or it is about to happen, say you come home and your brother's about to do this, first of all, try and rid the area, whatever the house, of anything that would allow him to. Secondly, never leave that person alone, ever, okay? If you think, just stay with them, keep talking to them no matter what. No matter where they go, just follow them if you have to. And three, like I said, if you have to, if your parents aren't around, if there's not someone you can talk to right there, call 911. If the suicide hotline you don't think is going to be quick enough or going to help, call 911. Okay, worst case, that's the worst thing. The worst thing you could do is to not do anything, all right? So those are just some basic things, but really, you guys kind of get the idea here. The main thing is to make the person feel like they're cared about, and obviously you do, or you wouldn't be watching this video, for one, and you wouldn't be around them for two. So a lot of times it's not that it's overblown, but things start to weigh on you. Things start to bear down, and things always seem worse than they really are because you're so caught up in it. It's like quicksand. That's what it feels like. At least that's what it felt like for me. It's like nothing good ever happened. It was just, wow, it was terrible. So, just the littlest things, a goofy joke, try and make the person, smile, tell them something nice about themselves, whatever it is, just talk. That can be, even if it's not funny or happy or anything, just talk, man. That'll save a lot. It really will. So, I wanted to get that out because of that message that I got on YouTube. And also, there's a lot of good videos on YouTube or Google. I mean, you can search anywhere, but Woody's Gamertag has a really good video on this. He apparently actually tried to commit suicide at one point in his life. He was that down. And I mean, look at him now. Now, whether you like his videos or not, the guy is incredibly happy, he seems like, all the time. He's got a great family, loves his wife. He's got 2 awesome little kids. He's doing what he loves in his job. Think about that. Think about what would have happened. I mean, think about all the people that he's reached and made, happy or whatever, or made laugh. Think about what would have happened. So go check his video out if you hadn't. He can probably give you even better insight into this than I can. I really just wanted to get this out to make sure that you knew kind of basics, things, which I'm sure that you've probably already heard this kind of stuff in school, but who knows? Maybe you were sleeping. Wouldn't be the first time that I slept through a lecture that we had from somebody. We had people come in all the time at my school that would do like suicide prevention lecture, or like people, the DARE guys would come in about drugs. It's like, I don't do drugs. I don't need to listen to this. I just so anyways, I just wanted to get it out in maybe a little bit more accessible venue for you guys to watch. So I hope you enjoyed it. I really don't have a whole lot else to talk about. I hope that I covered everything that I meant to. I think I did, and I hope that it helped. I'd love to hear from you guys if it did, if it seemed good and all that. I'd really appreciate you guys' feedback on that. Anyways, like I said, that's really about it. So I wanted to, I just want to get that out there. Look forward to, I've got a book review coming up, which you guys will probably hate. It's really awesome. It's about this really, really super cool book that I've been reading that you guys could read too if you need to for class or anything like that. This one is awesome. It's 500 pages, which I know is a lot. I read it in 2 days. I couldn't put it down. It was so cool. It's really kind of sci-fi, kind of Mass Effect. I don't even know what it's, Men in Black, kind of, maybe. I don't know. So I have a review up about it, kind of like my movie reviews that I do. It's a pretty cool book, man. It's really good. It's called The Rook by Daniel O'Malley, if you guys want to check it out before the review. Got that coming up. As soon as Bioshock Infinite drops, I will have the Let's Play started on it. I'm getting it that night. Cannot wait, man. That game looks amazing. Anyways, that's it, guys. 55 and 8, 5 caps, 13 defends. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.